Hi everyone, this is Big Mama. I finished my November Nothing But In journal for Dear Julie, and I wanted to be able to do this flip through for you of my journal. I use Julie's digitals that's called Lavender Eclectic Background that she just put in her shop. It's a beautiful, beautiful digital. So I hope that you'll go over there to the Etsy store for Dear Julie and get it. You need it. This is the type of digital that you've been waiting for because you've got that lady in your life that you want to make a greeting card for. There's something. If you're wanting to make a journal for someone, you got it. And it's just beautiful. Did I say enough about it? Okay. Well, you want to see my journal? I took an old book, and this is what I ended up doing with it. I put some of Sarita's old lace that she had grunged up with tea bag and had taken some media crayons and the watercolor and put on it, and then went over it with a acrylic matte finish so that it would seal that in there to the lace, and then added the lace on the spine here and ran the ribbon all the way around. I glued it on the back so that it wouldn't come off, and I also added the colors here to the back of the lace because these are the colors that are going to be inside the journal, and so I didn't want to just leave it cream. And then look, no gator. Yeah, and I made this, so miracles happen. It's Christmas time, so there's the miracle before Christmas. I used an old postcard that was 1898 dated on it, and so I put it underneath a piece of plastic to protect the card. But up here in the corner it said happy birthday, and I didn't want it to be a stereotypical that this has to be a journal just for someone for birthday. So I covered it up by putting a rub-on butterflies on there, and then I went over I don't know if you can see that besides my light. I went over the edge of it with some beautiful metallic paint with the purple to bring the lavender colors in. And then on the inside, the Nothing But In that she had for us, I'm going to grab the list if you don't mind me grabbing all my papers here. The notes. The Nothing But In that she had, there were 9 things that we were supposed to do. Neatly nestled, needles and notions, nifty, neutral, nice numbered, new nature, narrow navy, neatly notched, notably noisy, and napkin notes. And then she gave us elements that we could use out of our supplies like numbers, net, notes, napkins, and things like that started with N, and then we could also come up with 9 different items out of our stash to add to that. So within all of that list, we were to have elements and also page ensemble within those 9 neatly in things. So this is what I did. I'm not going to get them all right, so I just want to show you that this is how I put it together. So here I had to have a snippet roll on the edge, and then so I put a napkin on this embossed paper, and then this has a hidden journaling spot here that also, when it pops up, it also has a little pocket there that you can hide things in. And so this is Julie's page of her digital, and I printed on both sides, so this is also her digital. Used a book page here and folded over the edge to get a little bit of interest there. This is part of the digital that had postcard. And then this is the second pocket for postcard. Then here I put this ephemera on the edge, and so I've got a tuck on the edge there, and this is part of the digital. Aren't they beautiful? I mean, you could do that and put that on the front of a greeting card that says a joyful birthday on there, and someone would just be thrilled to receive that. And so this was my noisy paper here, and on the noisy paper we were supposed to have a double tuck, and so this tuck here, got a napkin on that one, and then on the bottom I folded up the edge. When I folded this over, then I folded up the edge to create that second tuck there. So there's my two tucks, but it was all supposed to have a surprise. So this also comes up out of that tuck, and you have a journaling spot. So I had two of these, and so I slid that down in there. Surprise! And then I have my, we were supposed to have a flip up, and so this not only flips up, but it also flips out, and it was supposed to be notably notched. So this page that it is attached to was just a little bit longer than the edge, so I went and cut in and then flipped it back, folded it back, and did the triangle there, and then glued that to this to hold it in place. So it's a flipping up and flipping out. And so then I have several pages for you to journal on, and this is some Sarita loves, I just love her paper, and this is some of hers. And then when I sewed in the signature, I sewed it from the floating spine from the back side and brought in and tied to the back side. So all the knots where I sewed it in are in the spine, hidden in the middle in the spine there. First time I ever did that one, so sharing it with you. And some more journaling space. And then on this side, another where it can flip out, and we were supposed to have it where it would tuck, and so that's why I took this part of our digital and put here in the spine so that that holds it in place, and it also flips out so that you've got all that writing space on the page. And then this got torn on the edge, so I just put one of the words off of my little tag there and put on that. And then this is a flip up, flip down. And so what I did, I've got a little paper clip that I did here using her digital. And so then this envelope flips down, and this part of it has a little pocket in it. But you can also journal on the front here and the back. And then this flips up. This is her digital also. And then when this opens up, got a piece of paper here that I put her digital on, and then just undoes so that you can do some wonderful journaling on that. And then it just slides back down inside here and is hidden, and then this is part of her digital, and then this will just slide back up inside this little gap here. So I'll put this all back together when you're not around, so you won't see how fiddly I get. And then did some napkin on the page here. Second signature, and these are her digital, and this digital has song paper here, braille, and I went and wove the ribbon down through that. And then on the other side I did a cluster here, and then this is my waterfall that has the different sizes. There we go. And this is some more of Sarita's beautiful paper. And if it's not Sarita's, it should be, because I'm just pretty sure that I got that from Sarita. So anyway, there we go. Moving right along with my, actually, I did this one. That's my avocado skin paper. And then we were supposed to do one of these where you take the paper and you flip it up and you flip it over and you tack it in place, and you got a place for a tag here. And that was a page off of my calendar that I put a time card on, and then we were to make a master board, so this is part of my master board. And I've got Edith Holden tag, and this was I got a box of soap, that this was the box that the soap came in, and so I thought, well, that's pretty, I can't throw that away, so I saved that. Can't throw my trash away. So there's journaling card. And then this was just where I took a napkin and put on top of some book pages. And then this is part of Julie's digital of a postcard. And then this is a piece of one of the digital that I put on the digital. The digital. I'm sure there's a song that should go with that digital. And some eco-dyed paper, and that's on me, and some more of this beautiful paper. And then we were supposed to do something with new nature, and so for Thanksgiving stuffing I had celery leaves left over, so I took the celery leaves and did some printing, putting some ink on them, and taking my little braille roller over and putting that. So that's Thanksgiving dinner right there. Pretty, huh? And then did a layered belly band with some lace and some papers, and did that on top of the braille. So I've got it on this side, but then I flipped the belly band around to the other side, and this is part of her digital also. And this is her digital. And then the last one, and I inked this up. It is the color of this paper here. I don't know if I've got, I think I inked them all. It is more of just a really light blue, and so I wanted to add a little bit more of the lavender and everything in here, and keep with a dark color like I did the cloth that I put for the spine. So that is all inked up. And then this is a flip out, and I took a book page and took some tape and took the words off of it, and then added tea bag and napkin to it, and then that flips out. I took the words off of this side so that you can write on that and use it as a journaling spot. And then there's this beautiful paper, and another sheet of it. And I'll keep on going. I've got some old ledger here. And then we were supposed to do neatly nestled. And so I did a waterfall here where the pieces are neatly nestled, and I used the paper clip to hold it in place, but then each one of these opens up to where you can journal on them. And so it goes, they're squares turned on edge, so then it goes back down to the small on this side, and then added some napkin to the page. So that is my neatly nestled waterfall. And then on this side, I just took the Edith Holden paper and have it up underneath the paper clip on this side. Like that. And then you may see this an awful lot, but I only have one punch like this, the edge punch, and I use it all the time. So I have got my money's worth out of that. And some more. I took and stenciled on this. When I was trying to dye my paper on top of some lace, I used some lace that has more grid look to it, and I did not like that look. But I couldn't bring myself to toss it, and so I stenciled on it. So this is my stenciled page, and I have this is my narrow navy, and then I also put a cluster up here at the top. Then you can see how, well, maybe you can't, but anyway, I can, how some of that turned out with the lace. And then there's the stencil again. And then this, I did a pocket using my noisy paper and napkin, but I made this pocket as a hidden paper clip. So it's a double pocket with the noisy paper, but it is also a hidden paper clip is inside there. And these have some actual antique postcards that are going to go with the book, the journal. So there's that one, and then there's this one that goes with it. I thought those were too beautiful to hoard. Or actually, I should hoard them, but they look pretty good in here, so. Guilt-ridden, I had to send them out with the book. And so, some more journaling spot. I love to have lots of journaling spaces. And then this is a double tuck, and I had to have my glitter because I'm not over the glitter from last month's. And then this part of her digital, and I just made it to where it opens up and you can write in here. Punched a couple of holes there, and then did a die cut flower. And so that goes in this part here, which is a tuck. And then where the two overlap here, I have a tuck on the back side there. And this is actually with Julie's digitals, she had the postcard, this picture, but then she also has this. And so after I printed it, I cut them out, laid them on top of each other. I have a couple of book pages inside there, so it is strung like a postcard, and then cut out around the side of it, and it looks like an actual postcard. So, well, I'll just keep that in the pile. And then that is the end of my journal. And, oh, I haven't signed it yet. And so just put a little postcard in there. And then this opens up, and it has a pocket here that has a little piece of paper that's folded up inside. And then it also opens, this lifts up. And so you've got journaling spot here. And then there's a little pocket there with a little piece of paper. So all kinds of little secret notes to go inside there. And that little itty bitty butterfly keeps the secret in place. And so this is my beautiful eclectic lavender journal for Julie's November project. And so all I have to do is my mini challenge in the challenge 11-1, and I will have completed November. And today is the 29th, so I've got tomorrow to do it. So give me a hoorah. So I know the whole reason why we do this is just to think outside the box, and Julie definitely had me thinking my alphabet. I hope that you enjoyed this and that you will come and do the challenge with us next month. If nothing else, just come and chat with us and cheer us on. There are a lot of us who do these challenges and would love to see you there. So every day, as Julie says, 10:30 Pacific time, come and see us. Bye-bye.